No.
And you're landing down, down, down. Your feet finally touch the ground. How does it feel to be standing there?
Feels alright.
And what does the cloud look like?
Well, I mean, the cloud's kind of dissipating.
Very good. And what you're standing on looks like? Just look down at it and tell me what it looks like.
It's like a rug, like a Hobson rug.
Very nicely. And what are you wearing on your feet?
Some driving shoes.
Very good. And if you look up at your pants, what are you wearing?
Some linen pants.
Very nice, very nice. You're becoming more comfortable as you're standing there. You cannot feel your body on the table. You're just totally there. Nothing is distracting you. Nothing is making you itch. Nothing. You're nice and relaxed. Nothing will distract you at all except for the scene that you're in. You're so comfortable. And I want you to put your hand on your head. Do you have something on your head?
No.
Do you have hair on your head?
Yeah.
Very good. And just relax. Your body is totally relaxed. You don't feel any pain or any itching, nothing at all. You're just fine. You're relaxed. You're more comfortable than you've ever been. And it feels so good. And are you in the lobby of a place there?
No, it's like the hallway.
Ah, you're in the hallway. And look at the walls. What do the walls look like?
They have like some wallpaper and art and such.
Very good. Now I want you to go ahead and walk down the hallway and tell me everything you see as you're walking down the hallway. Just describe your surroundings.
It's kind of an upscale spot, maybe like
Beautiful. You don't have to think about what, just go ahead and walk on down. Very beautiful, upscale. Excellent. Are there any people there?
probably in the mix. I don't see anybody.
Okay, very good. And do you see any mirrors or anything along the hallway? If you look in both directions.
Not specific.
And do you see any windows in the place?
Yeah, there's doors at the end of the hallway.
Alright, I want you to go to the very first window that you see. And just tell me when you get to the window.
It's a door. It's like a French door.
And can you see through the French door?
Yeah.
And what do you see through the French door on the other side?
Horses and buggy and...
Ah, beautiful. Very good. Now I want you to go ahead and open up the door and walk on through it.
Well, I'm on the second floor and you...
Oh, so you're just looking out of that's what the windows look like.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, if you can look down and see the horse and buggy, what else can you see down there out the window?
Just people like mulling about, well dressed.
Very good. And what fashion of clothes are they wearing?
More tailored, more
Beautiful.
formal.
Beautiful. And what century does it look like it's in? Does it look like it's in the 20th century or does it look like the 18th century?
It appears like, I don't know which century, but maybe like the 1800s maybe.
Ah, very good. Now I want you to go to the stairwell and your body is so relaxed. You're not paying attention to your body. Don't touch your face or don't touch anything. You're just relaxed. You feel flawless right now. Flawless and relaxed.
What stairwell are you speaking?
Okay, I want you to turn around and go back down the hallway. You're going to find a way back down to this to get downstairs. I know there is, so keep walking through the building.
Okay, I see it.
Very good. And I want you to tell me when you get to a place, it looks like there's stairwell. But as you're walking, please describe everything you see. Everything you see.
Well, I just see like some tables against the wall. It's
Good.
a tasteful spot. Old but tasteful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And keep going.
The stairway is there to the left.
Excellent.
It's nice and wide, and I'll go down it, and there'll be a landing, and then there'll be another flight to the bottom.
Well, let's go ahead and grab the handrail. Is there a rail?
Mm-hmm.
And walk on down, holding on to the handrail. I want you to look at your hand. Can you see your hand?
Yeah.
What color is your skin?
Tannish.
Okay, very good. And go on ahead all the way to the bottom. Have you made it to the first landing?
Yep.
What's on the first landing?
It's just square. Same type of decor as what's upstairs.
Understood. Can you see over a banister or anything, or are you in a stairwell?
I'm in a stairwell, but I'm arriving to the lobby area.
Very good. And go on down to the very bottom. And you're now in the lobby. Are there people in the lobby?
Yeah, there's a few people.
Now, do you see any women in the lobby?
There's a lady behind the counter.
Excellent. Now I want you to just take a good look at her. And how is she dressed?
She's kind of like high collar and no skin showing too much.
Very good, very good. Now if you walk over to her, and if you will, please walk over to her and smile. Are you smiling? You feel a smile on your face, and she should greet you. Does she greet you?
Yes.
And what dialect? How does she greet you?
Hi, sir.
Ah, very good. And can you ask her what day it is?
Yeah.
And what day does she say it is?
June 12th.
Ah, beautiful. Very good. And can you ask her what time of day it is?
Yep.
And what time of day does she say it is?
4 o'clock.
And how does she know it's 4 o'clock? Is there
She observed the timepiece behind the counter.
Ah, very good. Did you see the timepiece?
No, it's behind. It's like above the desk.
Oh, okay. Very good. And if you were to say what year what year would you think you were in?
1860.
Ah, 1860. Very, very good. And what about the gentlemen? Are there gentlemen or children in the lobby or anything?
I don't see any children. There's a guy behind the counter as well. He's doing some paperwork.
And how was he dressed?
Like, not with a dress, but formal type. Not formal, but English-looking clothing.
Understood. And when you talked to the woman, did she have any type of accent or anything?
Seemed British. Seemed like it was British type.
Okay.
Formal speech.
Very good. And your body is still so relaxed. There's nothing irritating you. Nothing at all. You feel like just flawless. We're going to try and not touch ourselves. We're going to... There we go. So, very good. And so you see him and you see her. And just look around. What do the light fixtures or anything look like? Can you tell?
Yeah, they're the old type with the with those prisms hanging down and
Beautiful. And if you could, Could you just ask the young lady or the gentleman behind the counter what the name of the establishment is? They'll tell you.
The Bixby Hotel.
Ah, it's the Bixby. Very good. And now they won't think it's strange if you ask them. Ask them what's the name of the city.
London.
Ah, you're in London in the Bixby. Very good. Okay, well, let's go ahead and go to the front doors. Can you see the front door from where you are?
Yep.
Very good. And first, before you leave, could you ask the woman if you had any messages or mail there for you? Any messages or any type of mail or correspondence?
She's checking.
Oh, very good. And tell her
Yeah.
you forgot what room you were in. What room are you in?
210.
Very good. And does she have any correspondence for you?
Nope.
Excellent. Now this may sound strange, but if you ask her what your name is, she won't feel weird or anything. She'll just tell you. She knows who you are. And just ask her, what is your name, or do you know your name?
She's looking at me with a blank stare.
Okay, very good. Just smile at her, turn around. It's no big deal. Someone who knows you is going to be standing outside the door when you get out there, so you have no messages, and now you're heading for the front doors. And what do the doors look like?
They're cladded heavy wood with some windows in the middle.
Oh, beautiful. Is there a doorman there?
Not specific, it appears.
Okay. Well, go ahead and open the door and go through them yourself.
Okay.
Now, what does it look like right outside that door? Is there a foyer, or is there what is it?
No, I'm opening up to some steps, like wide steps.
Ah, very good.
With a lot of clopping of the horse hooves, and it's all kind of like the
Beautiful.
time where
Very good. And look down at the street itself, or the road.
bricks.
It's paved.
With bricks.
Like cobblestone?
But bricks.
Oh, the bricks. Excellent. Now, is there a car waiting for you?
Mm-mm.
I mean, or is there a buggy or a horse waiting for you?
Well, I could hail one if necessary, I guess.
No, that's okay. Now I want you to look at yourself. What are you wearing on the top part of you? I know you have the linen pants on. What's your outfit?
I have like a nice tight traveling coat on.
And excellent. And as you look around the scene, can you tell what season it is there?
It's not real cold. It's kind of foggy. It's I guess transitional. I don't know what time. Well, in June, so it's summer.
Excellent, excellent. Now let's just go ahead and take a stroll down the street, if you don't mind. And as you're passing down the street, do you recognize anyone there at all?
Not specifically.
Very good. Now I want you to look back at the hotel. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that a hotel that you're just staying at temporarily, or do you live there?
I'm not sure.
Okay, very good. Very good.
I don't think I live there though.
Okay, so you're probably there on business. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move forward to a very important day, a very, very important day. And it may be that same day or a very important time. And we're going to get there, and we're going to get there magically in 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1, you're there. Now where are you?
I'm in the attorney's office.
Ah, excellent. You're in the attorney's office. And what are you doing there?
It's a barrister. I'm selling some property.
Excellent. And whom are you selling the property to? Is there there a client?
Sure.
Do you have a client there?
No, it's my property and I'm selling it to, I don't know who the buyer is. It was
Okay, no problem. That's okay. And the barrister, who was the barrister?
John Paul.
John Paul. And is John Paul there?
Yeah, he's
And
there.
has he greeted you?
Yeah.
And then did he call you a name?
I didn't catch it.
Very good. And do you have any formal papers there that he has with your property?
Yeah.
Now I want you to look on the paper because the paper has your name on it. It has your name on the deed, and I want you to look at it and tell me what your name is.
Maximilian.
Maximilian. Very good. Most excellent. And Maximilian, what is your position? What do you do?
I own land and I have cattle and farm.
Excellent. And where is this property at?
It's in the countryside in London.
Very good. And are you married?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think so.
Excellent. So your name is Maximilian. And what's your last name?
Cormier.
Cronier. Very good. And how old do you think you are?
Appear to be in my mid-40s.
Excellent. Excellent. And so, and look at your fingers. Do you see any rings on your fingers or anything as such?
Yeah.
No wedding bands or anything at all?
I don't have it on.
Very good. And so you're speaking to the gentleman. Can you say the gentleman's name again?
The attorney,
Yes.
John Paul.
John Paul. And are you still there with John Paul?
Yeah.
Is he communicating with you?
Yeah, we're waiting for the people to show up that's buying the land.
Oh, okay. And when was the appointment set for?
I'm a little early.
Oh, very good.
It's scheduled for 4 o'clock, but I was just staying right there next door, up the street, and his office is not far.
Okay, excellent. And is there any other business that you have there at all? That
I have some trust papers, but I already signed those.
Excellent. Well, we're going to move forward, just forward, and the buyers are showing up. They're at the front door now, and they're coming through. And what's going on now? Who are the buyers? Have they arrived?
I thought that's who they were.
Okay, and so who came through? Just
I didn't see. I just heard somebody in the lobby.
okay. And where are you? Are you in an office?
Yeah, we're at the conference table.
Oh, very good. And I think they should be coming to the door there pretty soon. Is there a knock at the door yet? Is there a secretary or someone to inform you?
Yeah, she's there.
Oh, very good. And what's her name?
Greta.
Greta. Excellent. And so, can you ask Greta, is Greta bringing them in?
Yeah.
Excellent. I want you to go ahead and make your greetings and just...
Raymond Caesar.
Oh, very good. That's the gentleman.
Uh-huh.
And who is he accompanied with anyone?
No, he's by himself.
Oh, very good. Now, what I'd like you to do is, I'd like you to just step out of this scene and just continue to observe. So you're not going to be in the scene. I just want you to watch the scene. I just want you to step out of yourself and just watch the scene and listen very intently with what everyone is saying. And as they converse, and they're conversing right now, just tell me what they're saying. What's the conversation about?
Just idle chit chat.
That's okay. You may go ahead and tell me, if they're talking about the weather. If they're
No, there was a delay. Mr. Caesar had some trouble with his horse, and so he was late arriving.
And after the apologies were made and accepted, then what does the conversation move to then? Just listen in intently. You can hear everything loud and clear.
He brought his certified funds and showed them, and so John Paul looked at it, and so he gave him the pen to sign off. And
now look at yourself. How are you responding? Are you happy?
it's a favorable situation. I'm really a little bit discontent that I let the property go, but I'll figure out something else to do with it.
Excellent, excellent. And are you receiving a nice stipend for it?
It's okay. It's not what I would have preferred to achieve, but I'll utilize it to do something else, and things will change.
You utilize the funds that you get from the sale?
Well, yeah.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And so how does the scene end up? What's going on there?
We conclude the business, and I head to the bank.
Very good. And are you still following yourself?
Yeah.
And how do you get to the bank?
I'll walk. It's just across the street.
Oh, very good. And let's go on in and follow yourself into the bank. Is it interesting to be on the outside in just watching yourself?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Excellent. And you're just watching and you're listening really intently. Do you recognize or know people in the bank?
Dinah is there.
Does she recognize you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. What does she say?
She's like, I'm happy I'm coming to make a deposit.
You must be a preferred client, huh?
Yeah.
Very good. So they're very respectful to you, huh?
Of course.
Most definitely. And I want you to go ahead and get a good look at yourself and just describe your features, everything. Not that you're just watching the scene while you're doing your business.
Really astute, tall,
Excellent.
kind of chiseled, kind of handsome,
Very good.
confident, and everything.
So you're doing well, huh?
Seems to be.
Very well. Excellent. And you have a lot of respect there as well, too, huh?
Yeah.
And so you're concluding your business, and what are you doing as you're concluding your business?
Just saying thanks and being nice, and that's it. Putting my billfold away and moving on.
Excellent. Now watch yourself. Keep watching yourself as you leave the building. And now what's your next move? What are you doing now?
Just like sigh of relief, like that's done.
Very good. Now, let's go. We're going to stay here in this lifetime because this is very fascinating, and we're going to go to the place that you live. I think you live in the countryside, maybe, yes?
I have a house in the countryside.
Very good. We're going to go to the house that you live in all the time, a majority of the time, and we're going to get there magically and really quickly, and we're going to get there in the count of 5. 5, 4, 3, halfway there, 2, almost there, and 1. Where are you now?
Coming up the drive.
Ah, very good. And you're coming up to drive, and what, are you in a vehicle of some sort?
No, I have a carriage.
Ah, you have a carriage, good. And it's being drawn by horses?
Yep.
And how many horses are there?
2.
Do you know your horses' names? Do you have a name for them? Just curious, no big deal. No big deal.
No.
And how would you describe your home?
It's tall, 2 stories with some columns in the front.
Beautiful. That sounds wonderful. Now, did anyone come out to greet you? Do you have servants or?
Yeah.
And what are your servants? What are they like?
They're nice, subservient. They're, glad to see me. Mabel is there. She's on the porch.
Mabel, very good. And what color are your servants?
They're both black.
Oh, very good. And Mabel, what is she wearing?
She's got a black, uniform with a white collar and a white kind of apron.
So she's one of the house workers, correct? Is she your?
Appears to be. Yeah.
Very good. And what about the other?
He's a black guy, bald head, kind of Samuel Jackson looking.
Okay. And
He's
what's
in a suit.
Oh, very
black
nice.
suit, with a white collar, white shirt.
So these are the inside servants then.
Yeah, they kind of run the place.
Very good. And so there's Mabel, and what was the gentleman's name?
Frank?
Oh, very good. And how did they address you?
Mr. Mac.
Ah, Mr. Mack. Very good. And are you still just watching yourself, or have you gone back into yourself? Are you still observing, or are you you?
Well, it's kind of me.
Okay. And go on inside the house. Who else lives there with you?
Looks like I have a wife.
Ah, very good. And is she there, or she's somewhere on?
She's in the mix. She's there, but she's just like, I don't know. I'm not very pleased about it.
You're not very pleased. Can you ask Mabel where your wife is?
Yeah, Mabel says she's upstairs.
And ask Mabel what's she doing upstairs.
She's hitting it again.
She's hitting it again.
Yeah.
And what is that? Is she
She's a drunk.
she's a drunk. She drinks a lot, huh?
Guess so, yeah.
Very good. So, are you still observing, or are you you? What's easier? Do you find it easier just to observe yourself, or does it feel good being in you?
Yeah, it's okay being in me.
Okay. Well, let's go on upstairs and just sort of describe your home as you are headed up. Just everything you see.
It's simple, tasteful, has some nice appointments. Solid.
Excellent. Excellent. And have you gotten to where your wife is yet?
Yeah, she's there in the room on the bed.
Is she conscious, or?
Yeah, she still looks at me.
And how do you greet her?
Kind of with disgust.
And does she say anything to you?
Not really. She just kind of sighs.
And what is she wearing?
She's got some big dress on for that period.
Very good. Excellent, excellent. And do you know her name?
Beth.
Beth. Very good. So how long have you and Beth been married?
Seems like forever. Maybe 5 years.
Okay, very good. And do you have any children with Beth?
No. We had lost, a child.
Is that when she began drinking?
Yep.
And interestingly enough, do you recognize Beth from anyone in your life here now? Get a good look at her. Does she look like anyone that you know, or does her energy feel like someone you know in this lifetime?
Yep.
I have a feeling I know. I'm really psychically in tune to you.